now for our second topic for this episode, we have retired General Victor Corpus to discuss our issue, which we will bring up after this message from General Vic. General?
Yeah. I would like to read a public apology addressed to Senator Panfilo Lacson. I wish to make this public apology to Senator Panfilo Lacson. When I was Chief of the Intelligence Service of the Armed Forces of the Philippines, ISAF, in 2001, I made an accusation that Senator Lacson maintained foreign bank accounts related to illegal activities such as drugs. This was a huge error on my part. I later found out that the source of my information, who claimed to have gotten his information through hacking, was dubious and a fraud. This grievous mistake that I have committed maligned the reputation of Senator Panfilo Lacson. For this grave error on my part, I humbly and sincerely offer my public apology to Senator Lacson and his entire family. Sincerely yours. Signed, Victor N. Corpus. April 6, 2017.
So thank you very much for that message, General. Part of the hazards of your duties in government, it seems. Okay, our subject matter with the General is the peace talks, but we're entitling this the roots of Philippine social unrest. And General Corpus has been one of the activists and in fact a fighter in the mountains for social justice. So what in your view is the reason why we still continue to have this social unrest?
Yeah. Nagpapatuloy pa rin yung social unrest sa ating lipunan dahil yung mga ugat ng ating mga social problems ay hindi pa sapat na na-address. And what are these roots of unrest? May halin tulad natin yan sa it's like cogon grass growing in our croplands. If we merely cut the grass or burn it, with the first drop of rain, the grass will grow again. Ganon din yung ating insurgency. Kahit na ilang peace talks pa ang gawin natin, kung nandyan yung ugat ng problema, sa unang patak ng ulan, malago na naman. At ano itong mga ugat na ito? Talking from my own experience, ang nakikita kong pinakamalalim na ugat or the fundamental roots of the social unrest happening in our society is the very unequal distribution of wealth in our society. Na ang ating lipunan ay parang na-structure like a pyramid na merong less than 1% of the population owning practically everything. So, itong socio-economic elite sa ating lipunan, because our political system is such that economic power begets political power, sila din ang nagmamonopolisa ng political power sa ating gobyerno.
Yes.
Ang symptom nito makikita sa bawat probinsya, merong mga political dynasties o ruled by political dynasties.
Well, I'll give you an example and we can flash a picture of the kadamay takeover of the housing dito sa ng NHA. And yan, yung pag-aari ng lupa at pamamahay nalilimita sa ilan. Mabuti tayo, middle class, nakakaya natin. Pero napakaraming walang pamamahay, which is very basic, no?
Hanggang nandyan yung problema na yung mayaman, lalong yung mayaman, yung mahirap, pahirap naman ng pahirap, hindi natin malulutas talaga itong problema sa social unrest or insurgency or rebellion or revolution.
Yeah. Well, of course, part of that problem is unemployment, which has started to grow again this year, no? And we have a headline there para lang paalala sa taong bayan na itong issue ng employment is very fundamental dito sa question natin, no? Yung problema nating social unrest. So, you think the peace talks will lead to some resolution of this, ano?
Hanggat nandyan yung ugat, kahit na anong pisok ang gawin natin, malutas man natin itong problema sa NPA, meron na naman susunod na organisasyon dyan.
Well,
Hanggang nandyan yung social inequity sa ating lipunan.
ano ang balance between the use of suppression in quelling unrest and the economic
Yung suppression,
programs?
yung suppression, parang ang nagpuputol lang tayo ng damo, sinusunog natin
Yun
yung
ang
damo.
suppression.
Pero hindi natin ina-address yung ugat ng problema.
Will the peace talks, if it's signed and so on, will it address this? Of course, the National Democratic Front, meron daw silang social program na gustong land distribution and so on.
Well, those are part of it.
But there are also realities na hindi agad-agad mariresolve. Like, we're now in an age of robotization.
Yeah.
So maraming trabahong mawawala at maraming hindi na malilika na trabaho dahil iti-take over ng robotization.
Yung advance ng technology, pwede nating magamit to address the roots of our social unrest. For instance, take yung advances in information technology. Technology has advanced in such a stage that it is now possible for the son of a farmer or the son of a poor folk in a remote village to be to learn from the teachers from LaSalle, Ateneo, UP, or the best teachers in our
The best universities.
the best universities na nagtuturo sa mga anak ng mga mayaman through distance learning.
Yeah.
Yung broadband satellite communication system na ibabato sa satellite yung data and it will ship into 42,000 barangays. So it will level the playing field na libre para sa mga mahihirap.
I can cite another example that some societies are innovating dahil nga age of robotization, nagbabago ang ekonomiya at yung universal basic income. Like in Europe, they're now experimenting na lahat bibigyan ng sweldo.
Yeah.
May trabaho man o wala. Because the basis for this is that we are in an age of abundance, an age of robotization. Yung drivers nga ng taxi baka mawalan ng trabaho 5-10 years from now dahil yung driverless vehicle. Yung delivery boys ng pizza, ganyan, baka mawalan ng trabaho yan dahil may drones na nagdi-deliver, nag-eksperimento na, palilip pa rin lang, di-deliver sa address mo. Ano? So, there are also technological changes that will cause social changes that we have to anticipate and prepare for and maybe also leapfrog into. Ang solusyon lang, hindi yung simple they call for provision of more jobs. Kung wala ngang jobs na daragdag, yan talagang issue. Kaya nga tumataas din ang unemployment rate natin. Dahil yung Middle East, yung Saudi Arabia, dati surplus country yan. Ngayon nangungutang na kasi the price of oil is so low. Dahan-dahang uuwi ang marami. So we are facing these very deep social issues that even the peace talks, if resolved, will not resolve immediately. Di ba? But anyway, I'm trying to also explain the complexity of the challenge to any government that takes over. And of course, that is facing the government of President Duterte now. But I asked about suppression because China, I think, uses both. Suppression and then economic development. Anong nakikita mo?
Yun din ang ginagawa ngayon ng ating
Administrasyon.
administration.
Mhm. And so, Presidente Duterte, tumatahak sa tamang landas sa tingin mo?
Hopefully.
Hopefully. Oh, and anyway, you're too senior already to go back to the hills. So how would you fight for it now, aside from explaining the issues? Ano bang ginagawa mo para ipagpatuloy yung laban nyo?
Well, ganun pa rin. Yung fight for social justice never ends.
Mhm.
And each one of us can do our own little way to contribute to this.
Well, you're not only helping out in environment, you're helping the DENR, no? But you're also developing an energy project.
Yes.
Oh,
And
maybe
hopefully within this month, we can finish our prototype.
well, energy is fundamental. Again, that's the part of the new technology coming in that will make life abundant with energy.
Yes.
Hindi lang yung fusion.
Abundant and cheap.
Cheap and maybe free. Fusion energy.
Yeah.
Totally free if the time comes. No? Well, they might charge something. And then itong mga solar and so on, bumababa ang singil sa kuryente. And then if your machine works, which is based on wind power, no?
Yes.
Libre yung wind. So anyway, we're running out of time dito sa segment. Hopefully, the Philippines and the world reduces its social issues and social ills, but will the capitalist system allow this? Gusto nila may tubo sila. Kung maraming bagay na libre na, mawawala siguro yung tubo ng maraming kapitalista.
Mababawasan.
Mababawasan talaga. Oo. Okay, well, so anything else to add before we close our
Okay
segment?
na.
That's it. Okay, maraming salamat po sa inyong pagtangkilik sa ating segment na to. And thank you to General Victor Corpus. So, have a good weekend, my friends.